A tragedy struck early this morning after 3 young children were found dead inside their home.
Yeah, police are now questioning the mother. KTLA 5's Carlos Acedo live in West Hills with these details. Carlos?
Good evening. Just a tragic scene on this Mother's Day. Officials say they found 3 dead children inside a home. Their mother has been detained for questioning, and just moments ago, the coroner arrived here to the property. Take a look here. Detectives have essentially been here all day, gathering as much evidence as possible. Just a horrific crime scene to have to process with. Now, police say they got a call of an assault with a deadly weapon this morning at a home in the 22,500 block of Victory Boulevard in West Hills. When they got to the scene at 7:40 this morning, they found 3 unresponsive children. Paramedics determined that all 3 kids had died, their ages between 8 and 12 years old. The manner in which they died has not been disclosed by authorities. They say it's part of their investigation. The children's mother has been detained for questioning. Neighbors say they believe this all started last night when they heard the mother screaming hysterically. They say police and paramedics responded and took her to be medically evaluated. But it wasn't until this morning when the gruesome discovery was made.
Last night I heard some screaming that I thought was coming from the street, but it ended up being someone was hiding in our neighbor's yard. She was screaming, "My family is abusing me," and screaming all kinds of things. About an hour and a half, 2 hours later, the police shows up. She was in the ambulance, laying down. She would sit up, yelling, "Where's my Bible? Where's my Bible?" She wasn't okay mentally, you can tell.
Just saw them out here, They had the nicest house in the block. They looked like really nice people. No reason to suspect anything.
It's pretty shocking.
Hell yes.
Especially on Mother's Day. It's horrible. Like, you don't know what to think, what to feel.
Now, the timeline of events is unclear from authorities, but neighbors say the family appeared to be a normal, regular, happy family. Nothing alarming stood out until at least the last 24 hours. They say the family was renting and was relatively new to this neighborhood. Now, back here live, officials say that they're not disclosing a lot of details at this point because it is an ongoing investigation. Again, 3 children were found inside the home behind me. Their mother has been detained for questioning.
Now I'm talking real hard to that blueprint drink. Put the shit on rewind, now I'm moving to a T. They rocked up my first 8 to that TM103. They rocked up my first 8 to that TM103.
Loved ones.
Loved ones.
The TweekEndz Here. Loved ones, the TweekEndz Here. And this was one of the most interesting stories we've ever heard. And this was amazing.
Well, it wasn't interesting. It was another
affirmation.
Affirmation
of confirmation.
Of the tweak that need to really end. You
the
understand what I'm
TweekEndz
saying?
Here.
Obviously, the only thing has been detained is the dope.
The dope has finally
been detained.
The dope has finally been detained, y'all.
Finally got it. You understand?
Oh.
And at this point, the only people that are suffering are those poor kids.
Man.
And so what I really found interesting was that they kept saying the family. So let's go back to the demographics of the area. and to the rental cost, just the average.
And this is in
rental
West Hills,
cost.
Los Angeles, California. This is in like unincorporated, right?
It's like an
County.
Yeah.
It's in county. So this is West Hills, y'all. This is like
it's like an upscale neighborhood.
Upscale neighborhood is the best way we could say it, right? So based on our research for, so we're going to tie the TweekEndz Here, y'all, into how this lady is in this home. We all watched the video just now. Shout out to the news station,
But so what you want to listen for is the facts.
Right.
The key things that they mentioned, and he kept saying the family. Right. So when you say the family, you understand what I'm saying? If these 3 kids are already gone, then you have the mother. So the family. We know that with this expensive rental price area,
and the average rental for an average rental for a home in West Hills is about $4,200 a month, 37 to 4,200 a month.
Yeah, the least they gonna get away out there is with about 3,200.
Right.
So
that puts one thing in perspective, that somebody had an income large enough
not just any income. This was a house. This wasn't an apartment. This was a corner home.
So you had the first and last month. So that's like $12,000.
Right. They were paying at least $5,000 a month.
So they was paying about. So they first and last was 12.
Right.
At least.
So they
and
left
then the monthly
out,
was.
They left out the other.
So when they say they look like normal people to have that type of income,
so they left out the other normal person.
Oh,
this is where the
tweets.
The other normal person has been left out of the picture. The other significant other party, because we know in these areas that it takes, people have roommates and different things to afford these rents.
Right.
You know what I mean? And with 3 kids, it don't sound like she had a roommate. It sounded like she had a significant other.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. So they didn't mention him, but they didn't not mention it.
Right.
So that was the thing about that.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was very interesting.
Yeah, and we just know that.
And if you're a new family to the area, that's a pretty
to the area. Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Somebody had to have
children.
a nice job with those small children. So if somebody was staying at home with the kids and somebody had to be working, right?
Working hard.
Right.
I'm talking about gone.
Just based upon the statements from the neighbors, it's clear and obvious that the dope was involved.
The dope has finally been involved, identified, and detained.
The dope was involved.
We finally got all 3 of them on
it. And whatever
identified,
wrong,
involved, identified, and detained.
So
that's our IID system. Involved, identified, detained.
I want to shout out control. You guys need to control yourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is just, it's spilling over.
It's getting aggressive.
Yeah, it's not only are we hurting ourselves, we're hurting, the wrong people.
The young lives.
The young lives that have chances that we didn't have in life.
And we say, when she says chances that we didn't have in life, we're talking about corrective behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to see I don't know if this is true. Maybe I'm speaking too general, but there's definitely something that says the next generation should be better.
Right.
If there's not a balloon pops, you blow up another one. You know what I mean? And you try again. So it's like you figure out, I can't let it fall, So the next decision making and process should be a learning thing. And it should be something passed on in that curve, right? So, I guess this is our episode. A shout out to the non-Mother's Day,
right?
To the non-Mother's Day, no Mother's Day. So, this is the TweekEndz Here, y'all, and this is live and direct. We loved ones. We gotta do a little bit better, and. We talked about the crisis of first responders in crisis. We talked about the inadvertent, the inadvertent witness. We talked about the
the advanced trustee.
The advanced trustee, that's what I'm talking about. The advanced trustee. So this is our first opportunity to really experience a non-Mother's Day, and to really explore the depths of that, because some of the backstory to this, just listening to what they brought out as public information, it seems like there was a substantial income coming in to support what that lifestyle was, and
right.
There's a party missing, y'all, and it's two parties to this story, and my condolences to the family. A lot of us know what loss is like, and a lot of us don't, and there's definitely a meeting point where you come together and at least say, may God bless you in your time of sorrow.
Right.
So that's where we are. And on this non-Mother's Day, we encourage you to be a mother. And that's where the TweekEndz Here, y'all. If you need any help, there's crisis lines out there, that you can call. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if people need help,
if you're in Los Angeles, California, you can dial 211.
Right. And don't be afraid to
say no. Yeah, say no to the dope. That's gonna be number one. You know what I'm saying?
Say no to the dope.
You have to say no. Because it's like at this point, people ain't doing the dope. The dope is doing them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
getting away with it.
Yeah, getting away with it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like
people should feel like the dope isn't gonna win up me.
I'm saying, the moment that
the dope is not gonna win up me.
Enjoying, what you have worked hard to steal. Because
worked hard to steal.
It's like stop.
The
you know what I'm saying?
Here.
But just say no. At the end of the day, in these days and ages,
maybe saying no is the wrong thing. Maybe it's be encouraged. To find another route. I don't know, man, but stop.
Yeah, just stop.
Get help. Just be humble. Be humble enough to ask the Lord for humility. Because pride goes before a fall, and that is not the way nobody wants to go. And these are tried and true facts that have been displayed repeatedly under the sun to no avail of misleading direction of their results. So those truths has always sustained the test of time and the turning and the sun and dawning of the sun and the setting of the moon. So, if you got any pride about anything, you gotta go into your closet and leave it there when you come out.
Right.
That's the whole point. The TweekEndz Here, y'all. Leave that shit in the closet. So when you come out, it's not hanging on you like clothing. We got to break this shit down. The TweekEndz Here, y'all.
Yeah, I would just like to add, not only the skeletons in the closet and those things, us as people. I was watching this comedy by, I think it was Eddie Griffin. He just talked about what we how you say the word innately?
Yeah.
What we innately know. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's just, it's like
at some point. Hot.
You
get close to it, that's hot.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at some point in our lives, we have to stand up. You stand for nothing, you fall for anything. We have to stand up as people and create some barriers for ourselves and stop using other things as crutches and ways out to the dead end. You know what I mean? Because that's the only way only direction that we really go in when we refuse and reject the Lord's direction and refuse to fulfill what His destination is for us.
Yeah, don't move to the dead's end. Move to life's movement. Life's forward.
Right.
Don't move to the dead end. Let's go toward forward to the light of freedom and opportunity. Thank y'all for tuning in with us on this non-Mother's Day. We're going to take a moment of silence for these children. And till next time, y'all, be encouraged. Don't be discouraged. And check in with us when you can. The TweekEndz here, y'all. Catch y'all next time.